This is the close of all the festivities, and I'd like to say a few words on behalf of both Cheryl and I in offering our thanks to you all. There's a couple of things that you don't know about that I thought, well, maybe I'll share it with you. It's true that Cheryl and I met in 1982. At that time I was 16, she was 14. And she was my first girlfriend. My first actual, there was a lot of crushes here and there and in between. But she was my actual first girlfriend. So I'm tickled pink that I'm marrying my first girlfriend. Well, I'll tell that to my kid when he has his first date. There's a lot of faces that we see in the crowd today that we're thrilled to have here. All family and friends. There's some people that came that we were surprised to come. Not that you wouldn't have come. We were really surprised and happy to see you. There's a few faces I'd like to also mention that Cheryl and I miss not seeing here, as well as people that couldn't come, but I just can't help but think that I wish my grandfather was here today to celebrate with us. As well, Cheryl's grandfather just went to be with his maker recently, and we kind of miss not having those faces in the crowd, and as well my dad's parents. Well, they've been gone some time now, but you can't help but think it would be something else to have them all here. But we know in our hearts that they're not missing a thing, that they're right here celebrating with us, and we really feel that. And we'd like to extend thank you to both of our parents, to my mom and dad, for putting up with a pretty creepy kid at times. And of course, you had to put up with me sometimes too. Ted Dorks, of course, was my hotel away from home when I was in Edmonton. I really appreciate that. There's many times that they just handed me the keys and said, "Come home." We might be in bed, but that doesn't sound good now. But they were always up when I got there. My new mother and father-in-law, our deepest thanks. There was a lot of planning that had to go into this. Now, sincerely, if you're thinking about marriage and they offer you money to elope, take it. No, it's well worth it. I'm very happy that yesterday at this time I didn't think anything was going to come together, and everything came together, and I know that everybody had a little part in that, and we're grateful for it. The wedding party, I'll just run through. My best man, Dave, I've known for a number of years. We met in high school, and there was something that just seemed to connect. I never really had what you would call a best friend in high school. We were sort of acquaintances with everybody, but when Dave and I latched on to each other, or maybe I latched on to him, I really felt that there was something that clicked, and we have the same sense of humor. And oh, thank you. And of course, my brother Jeff. We used to fight something terrible. You wouldn't believe it, or you might if you've ever had a brother that close to you. We had some swinging arguments, but everything's resolved now. I'm proud to have him stand up with me and helped represent me in my wedding. Well, Steve, it was that kind of a clicking kind of a feeling. Don't you agree? Many people have come up to Stephen and said, well, you must be Darren's brother. And there is some similarities. Both of Steve and I think is strictly in our legs. But I've appreciated this friendship over the last little while. And my two little sisters, I'm the big older brother, and don't usually say much to them except hand me the remote. And thanks for taking my dishes. But I really appreciated having them in the wedding party. They've been a great help in our house and in our family, and I appreciate them both deeply. Maybe you want to say something? Well, I can say something about mine. Okay, well, actually, Wanda has been sort of, well, if I was to take you on a panoramic tour throughout Cheryl's and my relationship, Wanda had her little sayings and said, things in here and there. Sometimes she became that sounding board that I need, that I needed to say what I felt, and sometimes we wanted to get rid of her. So she has been like a sister that I hope I never have. The other two girls are just sort of blonde. But I love you both. But honestly, I really think it's nerve endings and not fair at all. But we sincerely appreciate everybody that's here today, and I could go in and name everybody that's here and say why we appreciate them, but I miss somebody, I'm sure. I'd like to thank Mr. and Mrs. Bates, Martha and L. Bates, one for lending us the car that we took to drive around in. We wanted a carriage, but when you live in North Battleford, Saskatchewan, and there isn't really anything too elegant to be found around here, I'm afraid. Except, of course, my family. And a lot of other families, though. And also, Mrs. Bates, I could come into the house, I could walk in and say, well, I'm here, and she'd say, good. Just holler when you leave. And I appreciated sort of getting to know their family quite well. We are going to be getting ready shortly to leave through President's Week. A wedding is a wonderful time for both Cheryl and I and those people involved, but it's kind of bad in a way because there's so many people that have come to share in our excitement and our happiness, and yet we have no time to visit. We've seen you in the receiving line, and really that's it. You've I hope they're not laughing because I'm really insecure. that I have yet to spend some more time with. But the time will come. We don't plan on being away forever, and well, like to, but but there's a lot of time ahead in the future, and we hope that during that time that we spend as a new married couple, that we will get to know all of these faces a little better. So we sincerely thank you all for your support by coming here and celebrating with us. We really, from the bottom of our hearts, appreciate it immensely, and thank you very much.
Look how nice they look.
Oh, look at the Where are you going?
What a dress.
I
still got some.
Oh, she looks nice, eh?
Why can't we do it right now? Darren, take a picture of us and come with us. Oh, no. What? This was our
I'm sorry.
No, okay.
Hey, you got the clothes. Come here. Open the shutter.
Well,
Hey.
That's great. Oh, you guys are so cute.
What's the number?
So thirsty. That'll teach you.
I want to get a
get out of here.
What?
Oh, sorry.
What's that?
That's old. I'm used to it. It's not as bad as you thought it is. I'm like, well, I guess I mean, I got a deal
Better get under that fella's way, or I'll be on the picture and he won't know who you got.
Finally. Well, I have a little standard.
Get out of here.
I remember somebody telling me they made it that in Texas.
Checking for somebody in the back seat.
Take one of the little ones.